Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today, we are diving into one of the most exciting and emotional updates in the world of defense and security, something that touches the very heart of the Philippines' survival, sovereignty, and future strength. Now, before I start, let me make it very clear. This video is based on my personal views, my own research, and interpretations of what respected defense analysts, senior commentators, and even discussions across social media platforms are saying. I'm not presenting official government statements here, I'm sharing my perspective as a passionate observer of global defense. And honestly, the story of the Philippines right now feels like a movie unfolding in real life. A nation standing strong, facing threats in the South China Sea, challenged by an aggressive giant like China, yet refusing to bow down. Instead, the Philippines is building up its defenses, step by step, system by system, preparing for tomorrow. And in this very journey, one name is making headlines: the Akash missile system. Yes, friends, according to credible reports, senior defense sources, and respected analysts, the Philippines is set to receive this powerful Indian-made short-range surface-to-air missile system either by December 2025 or in the early months of 2026. Many suggest that the deal has already been sealed behind the scenes, and it is only a matter of time before the deliveries begin. This is a milestone, not just another weapons purchase, but a turning point in the way the Philippines looks at its national defense. Think about it. For decades, the Philippines has struggled with underinvestment in its armed forces. Surrounded by challenges, pressured by bigger powers, and often ignored by the world's spotlight. But the situation today is different. The nation is no longer staying silent. It is openly preparing to defend every inch of its territory, every drop of its waters, and every citizen under its flag. And why Akash? Why this missile system in particular? Because Akash is not just a piece of hardware. It is a shield, a wall of fire in the skies. This system has been tested, upgraded, and proven by India itself, a country that also faces constant border threats. With a range of about 25 kilometers, Akash can track multiple aerial targets and intercept them with precision. Fighter jets, drones, helicopters, whatever tries to challenge the Philippine skies, Akash can respond swiftly. Analysts say this is exactly what the Philippines needs in the face of China's growing air and naval presence. Let's not forget, the South China Sea is not just a regional issue, it is a global flashpoint. Every day, there are new confrontations, new intimidations, and new attempts to undermine the sovereignty of smaller nations. The Philippines, being on the front line, cannot afford to stay weak. That's why this deal is so important. It represents a change of mindset. From being reactive to being proactive. From hoping for protection from allies to building self-reliance. I also want to share something that's been circulating across social media platforms and among defense communities. Many voices claim that the Ministry of Defense and top military planners have already finalized the Akash purchase, and that the timeline is tight. The first deliveries could be in late 2025, possibly December, or, if there are logistical delays, in the very early part of 2026. Yes, my friends, within just over a year, we might see Philippine soldiers standing proud beside their own Akash batteries, trained and ready. And let me tell you, this is not only about missiles. It's about morale. It's about sending a message to every adversary that the Philippines is not defenseless anymore. It's about telling every Filipino citizen that their skies, their homes, their families will be protected. Of course, there are critics. Some argue that Akash is not enough, that the Philippines needs long-range systems, that it should focus on other priorities. But in my personal view, every journey begins with a single step. And Akash is a strong step in the right direction. It is cost-effective, reliable, and comes with the trust of India, a nation that understands what it means to face aggressive neighbors. We also cannot ignore the emotional side of this. The Philippines has been threatened, insulted, and pressured countless times. Social media is full of stories, sometimes even direct threats aimed at those who dare to support the country's defense buildup. But here's the truth. Threats only make a nation stronger. When ordinary people see that their leaders are finally investing in protection, in advanced systems like Akash, they feel proud, they feel secure, they feel united. Senior analysts have even described this move as a silent revolution in Philippine defense. For the first time in decades, the country is aligning its strategy with its survival needs. For the first time, it is telling China and the world, we are not a pawn. We are a nation that will defend itself. Now, if you look at the bigger picture, Akash is not alone. The Philippines has already taken steps with India's BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles, which arrived in 2024 and 2025. It is also exploring American systems like Typhoon and even South Korean anti-tank weapons. Piece by piece, layer by layer, the Philippines is building a shield that was missing for too long. But the Akash stands out because it is focused on the skies. And in modern warfare, whoever controls the skies, controls the battle. Friends, I want you to imagine this. It's 2026, tensions are rising in the South China Sea, and Chinese jets try to push into Philippine airspace. But instead of watching helplessly, the Philippines can now activate Akash batteries, track those intruders, and warn them off with a defense that is not symbolic but real. This is the future that is being written right now. For me, this is more than a defense story, it's a story of dignity, of survival, of hope. The Philippines is finally refusing to be bullied, finally choosing to rise, finally saying, our nation, our people, our skies, are ours to protect. And let's be clear, no missile system alone can guarantee peace. But the absence of defense guarantees weakness. And weakness invites aggression. That is why Akash matters. That is why December 2025 or early 2026 could mark a new chapter in the Philippines' history. So yes, my personal opinion, my heartfelt take, is this: the Akash missile system is not just coming to the Philippines, it is coming at the right time, with the right message, and with the right spirit. A stronger Philippines, a safer Philippines, a proud Philippines. That's the story, that's the hope, and that's the vision.